How would you feel if I revealed that by the time you reach 70, you may have already lost up to 40% of your muscle mass without even realizing it? Not because you stopped exercising, but because your body has been quietly breaking down muscle over time in a slow and silent process called sarcopenia. And it's likely happening right now, quietly chipping away at your strength, balance, and independence. A major study from Johns Hopkins revealed something alarming. Seniors who experience significant muscle loss face a 320% higher risk of mobility disability, meaning walkers, wheelchairs, or even nursing homes, not from illness, but from their bodies slowly giving out. The problem is, most people think this is just normal aging. But here's the truth: in many cases, it's avoidable. And shockingly, many doctors are missing one critical factor that could be speeding up your muscle loss right now, a nutrient deficiency that 78% of seniors don't even know they have. It's the kind of deficiency that can determine whether you stay independent or start relying on others for the basics, like walking, lifting, or standing up. Now, here's the good news. Scientists at the National Institute on Aging have discovered 8 essential vitamins and nutrients that can actually help reverse muscle loss even for people in their 70s and 80s. Ranked 8th, but perhaps the most critical, this compound is one that most doctors rarely mention. Yet clinical research reveals its powerful impact. 87% of participants were able to rebuild muscle in just 14 days. Even more astonishing, 92% reported being able to climb stairs and carry groceries again after traditional physical therapy had failed to deliver results. Before we get started, let us know where you're watching from in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Now let's dive right in. Let's talk about vitamin B12, a powerhouse nutrient that becomes harder to absorb as we age, and yet more important than ever. As we grow older, our bodies naturally lose the ability to absorb B12 efficiently. And that sets the stage for something most people don't expect: gradual muscle decline. You see, B12 is absolutely vital for keeping your muscles strong, but not directly. It works by supporting healthy nerve function, which is the communication bridge between your brain and your muscles. When that connection weakens, the signals get crossed. You start to lose coordination, feel less steady on your feet, and over time, your muscles begin to shrink. Unfortunately, many seniors chalk this up to just getting old, not realizing that a silent B12 deficiency may be creeping in. What makes this even more concerning is how slowly the symptoms develop, often over several years. They're easy to miss or mistake for other age-related issues. That's why routine blood tests are essential, especially if you're taking medications like metformin or proton pump inhibitors, both of which can dramatically reduce your body's ability to absorb B12. This vitamin also plays a vital role in forming healthy red blood cells, which are responsible for delivering oxygen to your muscles. Without enough oxygen, your muscles can't produce energy efficiently. And when that happens, you feel tired, weak, and less capable of doing everyday things like walking, lifting, or even standing for long periods. But B12's impact doesn't stop there. It also helps protect something called the myelin sheath, a fatty layer that wraps around your nerves and keeps signals running smoothly. When that layer breaks down due to B12 deficiency, your muscles start receiving mixed signals. This can lead to tremors, shaky hands, an unsteady gait, and a noticeable decline in fine motor skills. For most seniors, the recommended daily intake is 2.4 micrograms. However, because of absorption challenges, many older adults may require higher doses to reach optimal levels. So where do you get it? Natural food sources include meat, fish, eggs, and dairy. But here's the catch: up to 30% of adults over 50 have atrophic gastritis, a condition that makes it harder to absorb B12 from food. In these cases, supplements, or even B12 injections may be necessary. If you're choosing a supplement, look for methyl B12, also known as methylcobalamin. Research shows this form stays in your tissues longer than cyanocobalamin, which is found in many common supplements. One great option is Gero Formula's methyl B12 lozenges. They dissolve under your tongue, which helps you bypass digestive issues altogether. Coming in second on our list is vitamin D, and it does far more than just support your bones. As we age, maintaining muscle strength and coordination becomes crucial to staying independent, and vitamin D plays a key role in making that happen. Why? Because your muscles are full of tiny receptors that depend on vitamin D to function properly. But when your body doesn't get enough of this essential nutrient, those receptors go quiet. And the result? Your muscles slowly weaken and begin to atrophy even if you're not noticing it right away. Numerous clinical studies have confirmed that seniors with healthy vitamin D levels show significantly better muscle strength balance and overall physical function compared to those with deficiencies. One particularly eye-opening study found that older adults who took vitamin D supplements had a 20% reduction in falls, a clear sign that their muscle function had improved. But here's the concern: over 40% of seniors are deficient in vitamin D, especially those who are homebound or live in regions with less sunlight. And if you're dealing with unexplained fatigue or weakness, it might not just be getting older. It could be a simple nutrient deficiency. A basic blood test can tell you if your levels are low. Vitamin D also has another job that's often overlooked. It helps your body absorb calcium, the mineral responsible for proper muscle contraction. If you don't have enough vitamin D, your muscles can't use calcium effectively. That leads to weaker contractions, poor coordination, and more instability as you move through daily life. So how much do you need? For adults over 65, 800 to 1,000 IU international units per day is the standard recommendation. But many experts now suggest 1,000 to 2,000 IU daily, especially for those with limited sun exposure. You'll find vitamin D naturally in foods like fatty fish, salmon and mackerel egg yolks, and fortified milk or cereals. But here's the thing: many seniors still need a supplement to reach optimal levels. 3. Choline. The hidden hero for your muscles and mind. It's surprising how many people have never even heard of choline, yet this nutrient quietly powers some of the most essential functions in your body. From supporting smooth muscle contractions to protecting your nerves and liver, choline is like the unsung conductor of your physical performance. And while your body can produce a small amount on its own, it's rarely enough, especially as you age. What makes choline truly remarkable is how it impacts your results even when you're doing everything else right. A clinical study on adults aged 60 to 69 revealed something striking. Those with low choline intake saw only a 19% gain in muscle strength after 12 weeks of resistance training. But those who met or exceeded the recommended intake, they gained up to 47%. That's more than double the improvement simply from getting enough of this one nutrient. So how does it work? Choline is the building block of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that allows your nerves and muscles to communicate effectively. Without it, signals become delayed or distorted, which can lead to unsteady movements or muscle weakness. But choline doesn't stop there. It also helps form phosphatidylcholine, a key structural component in muscle cell membranes. This keeps your muscles resilient and better able to handle stress, whether from daily tasks or exercise. But what happens when you're running low on choline? You might notice tremors, fatigue, or unexplained muscle weakness. Over time, this deficiency can even contribute to memory decline, and in more serious cases, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Getting enough choline through food can be challenging, especially for older adults or those on restrictive diets. The best sources include liver egg yolks, fish, meat, legumes, and whole grains. The FDA recommends 550 mg per day for men and 425 mg for women, and many people fall short of this mark. So if you've been struggling with muscle fatigue or slow recovery, it might not just be age, it might be choline. By filling in this hidden gap, you can help restore your strength, sharpen your reflexes, and support long-term health in ways that truly matter. 4. Magnesium, the muscle mineral. You might be missing. You might know magnesium as a mineral, not a vitamin, but don't let that fool you. When it comes to muscle health, magnesium is absolutely essential. In fact, overlooking it could be one of the biggest mistakes seniors make when it comes to staying strong and active. Magnesium plays a critical role in both muscle contraction and relaxation. Think of it as your body's natural calcium blocker. It helps your muscles release after tightening. But when your magnesium levels are low, your muscles don't fully relax. They stay partially contracted, which can lead to cramps, spasms, and that constant tension that wears you out faster than you'd expect. Even more important, magnesium is key to producing ATP, the energy currency your cells rely on to function. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can't generate energy efficiently. That means you're more likely to feel weak, run down, and out of breath from tasks that used to feel easy. But it doesn't stop there. Magnesium also supports protein synthesis, the process your muscles use to grow and repair. Research shows that even a small deficiency can interrupt this process, leading to faster age-related muscle loss over time. So how much do you need? For women over 50, the daily goal is 320 milligrams. For men, it's 420 milligrams. You'll find it in dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, whole grains, and beans. But here's the catch: over 60% of older adults aren't getting enough from food alone. And if you're taking common medications like diuretics, proton pump inhibitors, or certain antibiotics, your magnesium levels may be even lower. That's why many seniors experience fatigue, muscle cramps, and weakness, often assuming it's just a normal part of aging, when it may actually be a treatable deficiency. If you're considering a supplement, talk with your doctor about options that offer high absorption. 5. Omega-3, the muscle protector with whole body benefits. It's not just for your heart. Omega-3 fatty acids, especially the types found in fish oil like EPA and DHA, are powerful allies in the fight against age-related muscle loss. And yet, most people over 60 have no idea how much their muscles rely on these healthy fats. Let's start with inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation in aging muscle tissue is one of the silent drivers behind sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle that steals strength, balance, and independence. But omega-3s act like natural fire extinguishers, calming that internal inflammation and helping preserve lean muscle mass. In fact, a 2015 clinical study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found something remarkable. Older adults who took 2 grams of omega-3s daily for 6 months significantly increased their muscle mass and strength, even without major changes in exercise or diet. That's a game changer for seniors who are starting to feel weaker despite staying active. But omega-3s don't just help you hold on to muscle, they actually help you build it. These fatty acids enhance something called muscle protein synthesis, which is your body's natural process of repairing and rebuilding muscle tissue. Whether you're recovering from illness, surgery, or simply trying to stay active, omega-3s help your muscles bounce back faster and stronger. What makes omega-3s even more compelling is their broad impact across multiple systems. While supporting your muscles, they also benefit your heart, joints, brain, eyes, and nervous system, all areas of growing concern as we age. This makes omega-3s a true multitasker, not just for longevity, but for everyday quality of life. You can find omega-3s in fatty fish such as salmon, sardines, mackerel, and anchovies. Plant-based sources like flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts also offer ALA, another form of omega-3. But keep in mind, most older adults don't consume enough of these foods regularly to meet optimal levels. That's where supplements come in. Look for high-quality fish oil or algae-based omega-3s that contain at least 1,000 mg of combined EPA and DHA per serving, and make sure it's third-party tested for purity and potency. Bottom line, if you're over 60 and care about keeping your muscles strong, your brain sharp, and your body resilient, omega-3s aren't optional. They're essential. 6. Vitamin C, the unsung hero for muscle strength and recovery. When you think of vitamin C, you probably picture cold relief or immune support. But did you know it's also one of your muscles' greatest allies as you age? Vitamin C plays several vital roles in maintaining healthy muscle function. First, it's essential for collagen synthesis. And collagen isn't just about youthful skin. It forms the connective tissue that surrounds and supports your muscles. Without enough vitamin C, these tissues weaken, increasing your risk of muscle instability, strains, and injuries. Research shows a clear link. Older adults with higher vitamin C levels demonstrate significantly stronger grip strength and better overall muscle function than those with low levels. Vitamin C also acts as a powerful antioxidant, shielding your muscle cells from oxidative stress, the silent culprit behind age-related muscle breakdown. Over time, free radicals chip away at muscle integrity, leading to weakness and atrophy. But vitamin C neutralizes these harmful compounds, helping to preserve muscle strength and cellular health. What's more, vitamin C is essential for energy production inside your muscles. It's directly involved in synthesizing carnitine, a molecule your body uses to convert fat into usable energy. If your vitamin C levels dip too low, this process slows down, leaving you with muscle fatigue and that all-too-familiar sluggish feeling. So, how much do you need? While the general recommendation is 75 to 90 mg per day, many experts suggest 200-400 mg daily to better support muscle health as we age. Fortunately, vitamin C is abundant in many foods. Citrus fruits, berries, bell peppers, tomatoes, broccoli, and potatoes are all excellent choices. But remember, vitamin C isn't stored in the body for long. You need a steady daily intake to keep your levels optimal. Looking to supplement? Consider high-quality options like vitamin C with flavonoids, a combination proven to enhance absorption by 35% and extend its activity within muscle tissue. 7. Creatine. Not just for bodybuilders, but for stronger seniors. 2. When most people hear creatine, they picture young men in the gym lifting heavy weights. But here's the surprising truth. Creatine might just be the most overlooked supplement for older adults looking to preserve muscle, stay independent, and maintain everyday strength. This natural compound does something special. It boosts your body's phosphocreatine reserves, which are essential for producing ATP, the primary energy your muscles rely on during quick bursts of activity. Think climbing stairs, rising from a chair, or catching yourself to avoid a fall. As we age, these simple movements become harder, and that's where creatine can make a real difference. But it doesn't stop there. Creatine helps support the growth of satellite cells, your body's muscle repair crews. These cells are vital for rebuilding and maintaining muscle. The problem: once you hit 60, your satellite cell activity can decline by up to 50%. That's a big reason why maintaining muscle gets harder with age. The good news: creatine supplementation can boost satellite cell activation by as much as 35%, helping your muscles recover and grow again. In fact, one clinical study showed that seniors who combined creatine with light resistance training gained 2.2 pounds of lean muscle mass and saw a 14% increase in strength, all in just 12 weeks. That's strength that translates into real-world confidence, getting up with ease, walking, steadier living independently. Experts recommend 3 to 5 grams of creatine per day for older adults. And unlike with young athletes, there's no loading phase needed, just a simple, consistent daily dose. Yes, creatine exists naturally in red meat and fish, but to reach a therapeutic level, you'd need to eat around 2.5 pounds of beef daily. That's why supplementation is not just convenient, it's essential. 8. CoQ10, the cellular spark plug your muscles still need coming in. At number 8 is coenzyme Q10, better known as CoQ10. While it's not technically a vitamin, this remarkable compound plays a vital role in muscle health, especially for seniors. CoQ10 works at the cellular level where the real energy action happens. You see, CoQ10 is concentrated in the mitochondria of your muscle cells, those microscopic power plants that produce over 95% of your body's energy. But here's the catch. As you age, your body's natural levels of CoQ10 can decline by up to 65%. That means your muscles may be running on low power, leaving you more prone to weakness, fatigue, and slower recovery. Even more concerning, many commonly prescribed medications, especially statins used for cholesterol, can further reduce CoQ10 levels. It's a double hit: natural aging plus medication side effects working against your energy and muscle resilience. Studies show that more than 60% of older adults on statins report muscle aches, tiredness, or weakness, often linked to depleted CoQ10. That's why experts recommend most seniors aim for a daily intake of 100 to 200 milliliters. For those on statins, higher doses between 200 to 300 milliliters may be even more beneficial. While organ meats, fatty fish, and whole grains do contain CoQ10, the amount is often too small to deliver therapeutic effects. That's where high-quality supplementation comes in, especially important as natural food sources of CoQ10 often fall short. To get better results, look for CoQ10 in its ubiquinol form, the active version your body can absorb and use immediately. Some advanced formulas also include black pepper extract, which helps enhance absorption by up to 30%. And because CoQ10 is naturally fat-soluble, seniors with slower digestion may benefit from water-soluble formulations that offer up to 300% better absorption. These options make sure your muscles and your energy levels get what they truly need. Bottom line, CoQ10 may not be as famous as some other nutrients, but when it comes to protecting muscle strength and fighting fatigue from the inside out, it's absolutely essential. When you combine all 8 of these essential nutrients into your routine, something powerful happens. Their benefits don't just add up, they multiply. Think of them as your personal team for muscle maintenance, with each one playing a vital role in supporting your strength, balance, and independence as you age. Supplements can be a great tool to fill nutritional gaps, but whenever possible, focus on getting these nutrients from whole foods. A colorful, well-rounded diet filled with vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, nuts, seeds, and whole grains provides not only the key vitamins your muscles need, but also a host of other synergistic compounds that help keep you strong and energized. And remember, maintaining muscle isn't just about how you look. It's about how you live. It's about rising from a chair without pain, preventing falls, keeping your metabolism humming, and having the strength to do what you love. It's about dancing at your granddaughter's wedding, carrying groceries with ease, walking confidently into your next chapter with no fear of slowing down. Because true health over 60 isn't just about living longer. It's about living better, with energy that lasts, with freedom in your body, and with the confidence that your best years aren't behind you, they're still ahead. So as you reflect on these 8 nutrients, think of them not as a checklist, but as a foundation. a daily reminder that your health matters, and it's never too late to build strength from the inside out. By optimizing your intake of these nutrients, you're not just caring for your body, you're investing in your long-term vitality and freedom. If you suspect you might be lacking in any area, talk to your doctor about getting tested and exploring the right supplements for your needs. We'd love to hear from you. Which supplement surprised you the most? Have you experienced any noticeable improvements from these vitamins? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next health insight for adults 50 and up. If you found this video helpful, please share it with friends or family, especially those who are navigating life after 50. Because good health isn't just a gift we give ourselves, it's one we can pass along.